God, I liked all his different characters. I hated when he went on Saturday Night Live and wore a dress. That bummed me out, man.
Really?
Oh, my God. That was like in the 80s.
Come on.
No, come on, nothing. The guy's a dude. Remember he wore a big, long skirt?
Was that Tin Machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tin Machine.
Well, they made a racket, didn't they?
It was a bad...
He didn't do any Tin Machine by request the other night.
No Tin Machine. Bowie.
That was such a tough period to take.
Yeah. Well, that was with Supercell's kids.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to play a game on the air. Each one of us, you, Gary, Fred, Artie, me. Benji doesn't have to play, but... wait. Write down 2 confessions. 2
confessions of what?
Confess 2 things on a piece of paper, and we have to then scramble them around, and we read them. We try to guess whose confessions they are.
Wow. Well, what sort of...
Or confess something that you've never said. It's something that would embarrass you.
Jesus, almost nothing left from me.
I can figure stuff.
We're all so tapped out.
I can do it in 2 seconds.
Well, you're up to shenanigans.
Yeah.
No, I'm not up to shenanigans.
Up until 5 years ago, you couldn't have.
No, I mean, come on. I'm with Beth 2 years now. Come on.
Yeah, but you had a period of shenaniganism.
No. I don't mean. I'm not gonna. I don't even mean that necessarily. Like admitting sexual partners. I'm saying just 2 things that you would confess that you wouldn't necessarily be proud of.
Like being bent over a sink?
No, not being bent over a sink, but let's say...
there goes mine.
Like say I said, I love Miami Sound Machine. Even
right. Something like that.
Okay.
That kind of thing. I have 2 that I can think of. It just popped into my head. Let's do it. Come on. Play with me.
Jesus.
I'm trying to think. I told you everything already.
And by the way, congratulations to KC.
What did he do? Pop another IQ point?
Well, actually, it has something to do with that. They have banned executing the retarded. Anyone with an IQ of 79 or lower cannot be executed in this country.
Well, KC still could be executed.
No, I got a feeling if you really tested him closely, I think that he could beat any execution.
Well, I just decided everybody should go out and have retards commit their crime.
Yeah, that would be the way to go. Robert Blake should have hired a retard.
There you go.
Kid, go kill Bonnie Lee Blakely. Don't worry, you ain't gonna die.
When you're down and out, there's one.
Get a retarded mafia.
Go. It's called Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Jennifer Holloway.
Who is Jennifer Holloway?
No. And I don't know how she performs.
I thought she was a newscaster, but someone said she might be a musician.
Maybe she's like a showgirl or something.
Holloway, Las Vegas, Las Vegas. I perform with Jennifer Holloway.
Hey. Wow. He's like the retarded Ella Fitzgerald. He just kind of scat sings.
Las Vegas, Las Vegas, Las Vegas.
I got to see this guy. Jennifer Holloway, Las Vegas.
Jennifer Holloway, Jennifer Holloway. I perform with Jennifer
Great if he performed sex acts with her.
Holloway. I perform with Jennifer Holloway.
I did anal with Jennifer Holloway. Probably I raped Jennifer Holloway and killed her and buried her.
She's dead and buried already.
All right, did you write down your 2 confessions?
I don't know what to confess.
It's going to take us a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'm going to write mine
Just because you had 2 already, that's why you think it's...
They popped into my head. They're 2 things that might embarrass me when we were talking about Bowie, but let me see. I'm going to write them down. Here you go. All right, number 1. These are embarrassing, too.
Selling bad weed's not embarrassing.
No. That's cool. Like stuff that you wouldn't really want to admit. Hey, I'll write this one down. Okay. Wait a second now. All right. I got two that'll really...
Recognize the handwriting, won't you?
We can have someone...
We can have Benji read them. Benji, what? You want to play?
I'll collect them, whatever you want.
Oh, boy.
I don't even want to hear you read, though. You'll read them, John? John, you got two you could write down? You do?
Yeah.
Write two down.
He's got a book.
Yeah, write two confessions that... Wait. I can't give you this piece. All right, do that.
You know what?
I think my two are embarrassing.
Mine are very embarrassing.
Oh, Artie's got
I mean, they're goofy as all hell.
Sometimes it takes a brave man to admit stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm not that brave.
Give me that piece of paper.
I'm embarrassed that I'm going to hand in my piece of paper. Who should we have read?
KC?
Can he read?
Yeah, can he read?
I think so.
Fred, you got something?
I got two, although one of them I'm not sure if they were...
Let's see how honest we can be.
It's not about honest, it's about...
Well, it's so self-effacing, maybe.
Definitely honest.
All right, here we go. Here's mine. Here, Gary, you collect them. Casey, you read them out on the air. See, but you should be hidden behind that podium because you can see the pieces of paper.
Here.
It is Artie's.
I guarantee mine are more...
Give me Fred's.
They get Robin's case.
Actually,
I haven't written anything yet.
wouldn't it be a great scam if, like, we were all in on this except for Fred, and then we got him to admit stuff?
Is this a scam?
No.
Yeah, nothing's on any paper.
Did you hand in yours?
I haven't. I don't have anything yet.
Oh, Robin. Just the first thing that comes to mind.
I don't have anything.
Admit to liking something you never would admit.
I'm trying to think.
Something would show your warm, sensitive side, even. Mine have to do with that.
I killed a hitchhiker.
That was mine. I killed a hitchhiker.
Casey, give me my piece of paper back.
Oh, you got a better one?
Yeah.
Casey, come back.
When you said killed a hitchhiker, you thought of something.
He just keyed me into something.
Well, write it down. You don't think you have your piece of paper back.
And we don't want, like, cheating at Monopoly with your cousin.
Yeah.
You know.
It's your cousin. We want, you know what.
Really?
Howard, did you really write one down?
I wrote two down.
Okay.
I wrote two down. But, they're not necessarily like, oh, I effed, a supermodel or something. It's just stuff that I tell you what, it occurred to me a couple of days ago. I was going through my possessions, if you will, and I realized certain things that I liked, and I was just like, it's just so bad that I like this.
Well, effing a supermodel is far from embarrassing.
Exactly. This is embarrassing, what I wrote down. Because Robin will goof on me for saying that.
But,
But I'm willing to be goofed on.
Wait a second, but so you just wrote down that you liked like a certain band or something?
Right.
Oh, God.
That's about whatever you think is embarrassing. It's interesting.
I just...
Melrose Larry Green says Jennifer Holloway is a jazz singer. Is that right, Melrose?
Howard.
Yeah.
I called an expert in jazz.
Okay.
And I found out all about Jennifer Holloway.
What'd you find out?
She's a jazz singer, and she's done a remake of Petula Clark's song Downtown.
Okay.
And an unnamed person in Florida heard her perform.
Okay. Let's go to Mark.
Good morning, Howard.
See, like a good confession would be that you've made love to Melrose Larry Green.
Yeah. See, that's a real one.
But you know what? A good confession could be that you like Melrose Larry Green and you really enjoy him. He's your favorite character on the show. Like, that would be very, very embarrassing to me.
This is going to be stupid. It's gonna, you know what? I just know that I wrote down... I don't think that what I wrote down is bad, but I'm sure yours is going to be like, I own pink underwear. Mine's going to be making me look like a moron.
No, mine isn't that bad. It's just embarrassing.
Mine was going to be I watched Dawson's Creek. And
See, I don't think anyone was honest.
You never told us.
But you watched Dawson's Creek and what? You liked it?
That's nothing.
I never watched Dawson's Creek.
Jeez.
All right, you unable to perform?
Oh, get out of here. Like, you never stay in your underwear or anything?
Give her 10 minutes.
We've talked about all that.
Oh, yeah. So just write down two things even if we talked about it.
About within context.
Anything. Come on, I want to get on with the bit. Let's go.
I
feel like mine you'll figure out right away.
Nah, we won't. Mark, you're on the air. Who cares if we figure it out? Doesn't matter. Mark, go ahead. You're on the air.
Good morning, everybody. Excuse me, Harry. I'm a little nervous. I haven't talked to you in 10 years. I don't know if you remember me. I'm the obsessive-compulsive disorder guy.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Mark?
The Son of the Beach show is great.
Yes, and by the way, thank you. And you got to watch next week, Tuesday night.
You know, you're getting very musical on that show. It's got, like, big production.
You don't even know. You don't even know what's coming up.
Really?
Yeah. There's some episodes where they dance and sing, but like, it's funny. You know, it ain't Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They're goofing on themselves.
Did you see that thing I sent home with you the other day? It was like a program about the show. I don't know if you noticed that. It was like a big program.
Yeah.
I looked in the back, and there's a bunch of songs listed that were...
There's a whole CD of songs.
Hey, how old is that porcelain bidet chick?
I don't know. I don't know. She's got some body, huh?
Hey.
Boy, she's in shape.
You guys know how to pick them.
She's got big fake boobs.
John just sounded like he was 80 years old.
How hands-on are you in picking these people, seriously?
I saw the audition tapes, and there was about 5 women it came down to for the new character.
Well, you're not there live.
No. Hey, I was for all the original cast members. Yeah.
Were they trying to make the body double, you know, for the pregnant
chick? For Jamie.
Like, look totally not like her?
Well, you know, what are you going to do? We thought, why try to hide it? We don't hide anything inside of the beach. Can you do?
Funny cutting.
I can tell you the truth. I'm shocked that Jamie even wanted to do this season of Son of the Beach. I think it would have been a lot smarter for her not to do it.
Well, you know, there are those shots. You know, all you can see is the big pregnancy breasts.
Robin, wait till you see her the rest of the season when she becomes pregnant for real.
Oh.
I mean, she's supposed to be a hot chick. I would not have... I would have just said, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do this season this year.
I hate to say, but there were certain scenes I didn't recognize.
Wait. You'll see. Whoa. But I try to say that, but she wanted to do it, so, you know, you can't say to pregnant women you can't work. You do the best you can.
I think it'd be funny about that ruling when I was watching.
As her agent or something, I would have said to her, you know what, why don't you sit this season out and come back the following season?
Well, it's funny you say that, because every week in the Inquirer, one of those magazines, they have a different shot of Sarah Jessica Parker, you know, on the set, but, you know, taking a break, and she's getting bigger, and they're going to ignore the pregnancy on the show?
I don't know what they're doing, and the fact of the matter is, well, you know, ever since Melrose Place, you can't fire pregnant chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you can't even fire an ugly chick in the news anymore.
Yeah, but a hot chick should always be smart and say, you know what, I don't want people to see me when I'm pregnant because it ruins the image. You know, it does.
You're not firing, you're just laying them off for a little while.
But Jamie's one of the keys to the show. She's really good. And, you know, so we play up her pregnancy. You'll see.
Why don't you just show her she should wear the bikini with the big stomach?
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. She's a brave performer, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's one word.
She really is. She's very talented.
You know, every time they shot her, I had to try to take a look to see if I could see anything else.
I know.
But, you know, there was one shot where the bathing suit top was so big.
Yeah. I know.
And she's always hiding behind a tree.
Yeah. Oh, the whole season. Until she actually gets pregnant. In the storyline this year, she does get pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, how often can you hide that?
Because there was one scene where they were all running down to the edge of the beach or something, and she's the last person. You could hardly see her head.
Well, we didn't want to have a pregnant woman in Son of the Beach. We didn't want to write a scenario for a pregnant woman. But as soon as the lawyer calls up and goes, hey, we were like, well, gee, we weren't planning on a pregnancy. I mean, what are we supposed to do? So the guy said, listen, I guess we got to write our pregnancy law storyline.
Put her like on desk duty for the whole season?
I don't know. We don't have the kind of budget on that show where we can afford to, write someone out and pay them. So
if you're on the payroll, you're working.
If you lose your leg, you're working. Pregnant chicks are disgusting.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey,
do you have all did Robin write down her thing?
I'm still working.
Come on, honey. Come on.
Can I ask one favor? When Casey reads them, can he read before we if he reads the first two, instead of guessing, let's hear them all first.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to narrow it down.
Let's go to
Howard.
Yes.
How about Spank the Monkey? Is he going to be in again?
How great is he?
Oh, that was funny.
Spank
what
the
happened
monkey.
to the dog? That was the other thing.
Steve the dog?
Yeah.
I think he might show up in the future episodes.
Spank the monkey.
Spank the monkey.
That's funny.
Hey, Howard, I could think of 3 for Robin already. Embarrassing ones. She's sucking face at a Grateful Dead.
No, that's stuff we know. Just something we don't know.
Right, but if she told us that, there's got to be 50 things she didn't tell us.
Yeah.
Well, no, pretty much I've told you everything.
Howard, before you hang up on me, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
I never got my book signed since I'm in it. I was wondering maybe I could come down and get it signed from you.
Well, boo-hoo. What book?
What are you talking
Miss
about?
America. I'm on Chapter 3, page 113.
Who are you?
I'm Mark, the obsessive-compulsive guy.
Oh, that guy. We haven't seen you in years.
I wouldn't even know what's in that book. I forget what I wrote. How many years ago did I write that?
94, 95?
I was a young man when I wrote that.
95.
I was thinking all day yesterday about you screaming at the coach of the U.S. soccer team that you're not his age.
I'm not. I don't like these guys going, he's 50 years old, he goes, I'm close to Howard Stern's age. I go, I'm not 50.
But Howard, there's two different kinds of 50s.
Right.
You know, there's a guy,
I'm the other kind.
No, I go out in the suburbs and I'll go to like a guy's house who's like 5 years younger than me, and I'll see he's got like the entire, what's that guy's that guy from Louisiana that sings? It's the good-looking singer that sounds like Sinatra. He'll have like the entire Harry Connick Jr. collection. I'm like, that's not my age.
You're not that 50.
You know what kind of 50 I'm the 25-year-old kind of 50.
Well, there's the 50 kind of 50, which is the age, and then there's the 50 that's 20.
Right.
And
that's me.
I'm just surprised Gary thinks Harry Connick's good looking.
No, women think he's good looking.
Whatever.
No, they don't.
Call me gay.
All right, Robin, come on, write something down.
Jeez.
Come on.
You're holding up the bit, sweetie.
Yeah.
All right,
It ain't rocket
you're
science.
pressuring me now. Keep
That's
talking.
the best way.
All right. You want me to sign your book?
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Just tell him to send it to me.
No, because now everyone's going to send you books, and we don't do that. We went through that whole phase. Yeah.
You've given me a lot of entertainment. I mean, that's all I really... I mean...
All right, I can't take him with his whining.
So you liked him a lot more.
What?
When you were OCD, you used to talk to him a lot.
I don't even care. It's just, I mean, why am I going to go sign his book? Forget with the books already. We stopped all that. Took us years to get rid of that whole thing, signing a book. As it turns out, when I sign your book, it don't mean anything anyway.
You've decided.
I did, really.
You don't think they skyrocket him?
No.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'll tell you, I always say this, the guy that comes to an appearance and he's got the book in a Ziploc bag and he takes it out with gloves on and he holds it, you know, it's got your signature, Fred's signature, and he's like, sign it right here, and then he puts it back in a Ziploc bag and then, you know.
It's worthless.
That's what I
I'll break the news to you. It's worthless.
It doesn't matter.
Take your book out of your Ziploc bags. Crying out loud. Enjoy the book.
I always think it's funny when I sign like a piece of paper, like...
The Ziploc bag is worth more.
See, you'll know exactly. I can't do this. You'll pick me out immediately.
Well, I don't care if we pick you out or not. Well, you're going to pick mine out immediately. It's not. You're too hung up on the game.
Robin's abroad, so we might know.
She loves to win the game. It's not a game. It's not that kind of game.
Right.
You won already just by... The audience wins. All right, when we come back...
I'll have my two things.
You'll have your two things. Are you reading through them?
Yeah, I read through them.
Are they good?
Yeah, they're funny.
They're funny, all right. Did you think mine were good revelations?
Yeah, but I knew that.
Oh, you did know? No, you don't. You don't know you didn't know the first one.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. He knew right away it was you?
You said it before.
I did. I don't remember.
See,
you scammed me.
I didn't say that before.
He's scamming us.
The second one's new.
The second one's new.
Yeah.
I think the first one's new.
No, not.
You just said that you knew both of them.
No, I said the first one.
How could you tell? You just recognized his handwriting?
Yeah.
No, I knew that. You'll see.
But you...
Mine are easy to identify.
All right.
Casey has an 89 IQ. I'd say we stop talking to him. I'll be right back, and we'll come back and we'll play the game. Everyone wrote down 2 confessions, and we'll hear those next.
Howard Stern. Love him or hate him, there's no question he has a quick mind and a cervic wit.
King of all media.
Howard Stern. This is the Howard Stern Show. Stay tuned for more after these on WBCN. The Howard Stern Show.
Let's keep it real because I'm keeping it real.
Yeah. Let's keep it real, because I'm keeping it real.
Let's keep it real because I'm keeping it real.
Tonight on E! The millionaire cheerleader in a bikini. Meet Lindsay, possibly the hottest chick to ever stop by the studio. Plus, she's totally loaded. She's got a couple of million in the bank. It's a great episode tonight on E! If you remember back when it was happening, everyone was like, when's that going to be on E! Well, tonight's the night. The millionaire cheerleader. You're going to be pulling the hair out of your head. Meet her boyfriend, too, who's just not all that. You know what I mean?
We couldn't edit him out.
No, but I think guys need to see that it's possible to get a chick like this.
He was pretty cocky.
He was, and he wasn't even that great a guy.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? We're all better than him.
He's just a little bit of a scumbag is what he was.
Load her up with shots.
Shots.
I thought she was cocky, too.
Yeah, but she had $1 million and she's a hot piece of ass.
Backs her up.
Yeah, she's hot. So check her out on E! Tonight, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, we're going to play our little game here. And then I'm going to give you a real treat after this little game. I'm going to read you Artie's bill from his cable company.
Oh, boy.
You see how much porno this dude watches.
You know, that's his embarrassing confession right there.
You know, Howard, it's not just the porn. You really got to look at the times that he's doing this.
No, first of all,
his total.
I have a lot of free afternoons.
And mornings. He spent $93 on porn. Listen to this.
I gotta buy a movie.
No, I gotta buy one.
This is his May-June bill, okay? May 13th.
I think you found a hobby.
7 a.m. 7 a.m. Hey, look up, what is May 13th? What day of the week is that?
That was a...
It could have been during the show. That had to be a Saturday or a Sunday, right?
I guess, yeah.
What's May 13th, Case?
It's a Monday.
A Monday.
It's
a Monday.
How could you do that?
Were we off on that day?
May 13th?
But that was one of those days he had to be away.
Yeah, that's when he was supposed to be in
LA. Yeah.
No, that's not... No, May...
Yeah, Monday. The day after Mother's Day.
Did we work? We worked the day after Mother's Day.
It's a Monday.
Didn't we?
I was here. I was definitely here that day.
So it's here, May 13th, 7 a.m., Playboy.
You should dispute that, bro.
Playboy 12-hour B. What's that?
You can buy individual shows, or you can buy a 12-hour pass.
Oh, that's what he did.
He probably bought it before he left.
Dude, you got a 12-hour pass?
I don't know what the hell it is.
$8.95.
Did you call during a commercial?
Sign me up for the 12-hour pass so when I get home...
he wanted to make sure it was on when he got home.
I realize I'll miss the first 3 hours of my 12-hour pass, but...
What, did you TiVo it to
How on a Monday?
I don't know what I'm on.
On a Monday, how did you get...
At 7.
I don't know what I'm on. I was definitely here the day after.
Artie, so you do this while you watch in bed?
No, right. What I do is, you know...
But wait a second. How at 7 a.m. did he order... It's not a mistake. He must have been off that day.
But he says he was here the day after Mother's Day.
I definitely...
How do you know you were here the day after Mother's Day? Who remembers?
Because I know that I had to go to L.A. the week of May 20th to the 24th.
Or maybe we had the day off on the day after Mother's Day.
No,
we didn't. We were here.
We did.
Somebody check. We had a Monday off.
We did?
I gotta pinpoint this porno bill.
Because he's not calling home during the show to sign up for porn.
I need dates. Because look at this. This doesn't make sense.
Maybe I should
look at this.
it.
May 13th, he ordered 3 programs. He got, listen to this. At 7 a.m., he got the 12-hour block of Playboy. At 4 p.m., he had the Hot Network. Whoa. And at 4:30 p.m., he ordered Spice 23-hour block.
Artie!
Artie,
are you crazy?
I don't know what I'm ordering.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, he must have been way out of his mind that
day. All you got to do is...
What are you doing?
He must have been home on the 13th.
Well,
what happened?
when you put one on and it's not good? Like, first of all, sometimes you put on that Playboy thing and it's like a talk show.
What is the case?
They seem to think that maybe it was the weekend and the computers catch up on Monday. So maybe
that's what happened.
So you did this on a Sunday.
Sunday night.
The day of our Lord.
Artie, is the deal that you go home and you go home and you put this on?
On Mother's Day.
Well, he had to celebrate.
But you go home and you put this on until you finish? Is that the deal?
No.
You just watch it for pure enjoyment.
Just go ahead and buy it.
You put it on, you're looking for something to whack to, and there's nothing good on, and then you go to another channel.
And you buy that.
But you bought 24 and 23-hour blocks.
But I don't know that I'm buying a 23-hour block.
Are you in such a frenzy you can't read the screen?
I get in a little bit of a frenzy.
Artie sees $12.95.
When you want to do it, you got to find something quick. He spent like $25 inside of like.
You might as well get a hook.
No, here's why.
But here's what doesn't make sense. Here's what doesn't make sense. At 7 a.m., he ordered the Playboy 12-hour block.
Yeah.
Okay, so he must have whacked to that. Then at 4 p.m.
No, that's the point. There's nothing. Sometimes that channel has.
Wait a second. And then at 4 p.m. he ordered the Hot Network.
So you had to do it again.
So he had to do it again. So he did it twice in that day.
No.
And at 4:30 p.m. he was trying to whack for a half hour and nothing was going on. So he went to Spice 23-hour block.
All right, here's why you're wrong in all those things.
I'm like a detective of
but
whacking.
Wait a minute. Do you think that because now he's got block after block after block of hot, porn. So is he only doing it those 2 times, or is he now tuning in to the block to take advantage?
Well, according to my deduction here from looking at the times, I think he just looks at it once and then leaves the block, because here's what doesn't make sense.
All right.
The very next day, 5:14, You see, there must be from the day before, because 5:14 he gets home from work at 4 p.m.
Right.
And Artie orders the Hot Network at 4 p.m. Then,
as soon as you walk in the door.
And then again at 4:30, the Spice 23-hour block.
Oh, no.
It was exactly 23 hours later.
Why don't you just subscribe?
So he probably liked the Spice block and now ordered the exact channel again for 23 hours.
Wait a minute. You got to tell me, is the same thing running for like several days in a block, or are the blocks different?
Can I explain something to you? I'm not, it's like sometimes it's a ripoff, because I'll order one of them and it'll be awful. Like, it's not even worth
But, dude, every day...
then I'll go to the other one.
But every day you order the same thing, a block.
Because it's not always the same, right?
Just order a program.
Sometimes it's the same block.
How much is a block?
$8.95.
Wow.
Yeah, but you don't understand, Howard. You can buy a video for, what, $19.95 now? Artie, this is 1 month's bill.
We're having a plethora of porno here.
Yeah, there's porno coming out of the wall.
May 24th, 7 a.m., Playboy 12-hour block.
Again at 7 a.m.
Yeah. It's like, if there's like days of, like, okay, June 3rd, 7 a.m., Playboy 12-hour block.
You know what I think he's doing? You're doing this at night to get to sleep, aren't you?
No, look at this, Robin.
What?
7 a.m., Playboy 12-hour block.
Yeah, but these times are off.
1 p.m., the Hot Network. 1:30 p.m., a half hour later, the Spice 23-hour block.
You never learn.
See, I've already learned, Artie, that clearly Spice works for you best, so why do you get the other stuff first?
Yeah, right. And it's so weird. He goes through all three. Again,
that's what I'm saying. You never learn.
There's 2 Spices. Spice 2 is way better.
Here, it's the same pattern with his masturbation. June 4th, 7 a.m., Playboy 12-hour block.
He's like on a schedule.
Then he goes, same day, 4 p.m., the Hot Network, and 4:30 p.m., Spice 23-hour block.
Stop, that's the same thing you did before.
Now, here's like a guy in a frenzy.
You know what I'm thinking of Jeff Bloom in The Fly. Remember The Fly?
Yeah, but listen to this.
All the time?
The guy's whacking every single day. Then right the next day, June 5th, 7 p.m. Playboy 12-hour block. And then almost in the same 7 p.m. thing, the Hot Network.
These times are off.
Get out, Artie.
But you don't dispute that you're doing 3 a day, right?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm not. This is my point. When you see 3 in a day, that just constitutes one
session.
Whack, or whatever you want to call it.
Are you sure?
I'm not as sophisticated as you guys.
Yeah, but dude, on the 6th, for example, 7 a.m. you do Playboy 12-hour block. And then on the same day, 1 p.m., the Hot Network.
Is he saying that if you tune in to Playboy and buy it now, they charge you from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. no matter what time you're buying it?
Yeah. Believe me, I only need it for like 2 minutes.
Whatever.
I bet you
why do you keep buying it? It never works for you.
Hoping. He sees Playboy and he thinks it's going to work.
When you went to rehab...
Playboy Channel's the worst.
When you went to rehab, were you doing coke 3 times a day? Probably not. He's doing these channels 3 times a day. That's a lot.
No. We need to give Artie more work.
But it's only... But 3 times a day constitutes one. It's not like I'm doing it 3 times.
But don't you feel dirty? Like you made the commitment to push the button for Playboy, and that's not doing it. Then you push again, and you're racking up money. Doesn't it feel a little funny?
It sucks because it's just 2 buttons you got to push. It's like betting with a bookie.
All right.
I was going to say, it's another one of those things where he doesn't have a hobby. He's not spending the money on anything else.
Right, exactly.
That was Artie's porno bill. All right.
Artie, please tell me every once in a while you're with a girl with it.
No, I am. Everything's fine there. It's just that I have a lot of free afternoons, and
I think this was before the girlfriend and him got real serious.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not at all.
May, June.
Howard, June 3rd was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I think she just got serious with him about 4 days ago.
Believe me, everything's fine there. It's just that I have free afternoons, and I'm a.
Let me ask you something. Now that you're getting laid regularly, are you still wanking it? You obviously are.
Well, in the afternoon, sometimes in the afternoon.
Wow, you've got some libido, dude.
He's like
How often do you bang your girlfriend?
Well, with this schedule, not as much as I'd like.
My girlfriend was complaining last night. I had to do it to her.
It's mostly
Wait. She's
with
complaining
me.
She said, "You're going to sleep. I need it." I said, "Okay, let me get myself together." What I do is then I take off my underpants that I sleep in, and when I'm naked, I feel sexy.
You get turned on.
With me, it's mostly.
And then I just hug her a lot, and then something happens.
See, it's got to be. With me, it's mostly weekends now.
Really? We do it.
Well, you're not living with. You don't have her there.
I got a question for you.
No, not at all.
She can only take so much Artie.
Okay, I've always wondered this about you. For years, You are so rigid about your schedule. Somebody invites you to something, you're like, I go to bed at 9. Something amazing going on, I go to bed at 9. Okay, if at 9:15 your girlfriend wants to have sex, is that a problem?
No problem.
It doesn't matter. Whatever your schedule was to go to sleep, you can break
because I'm in bed.
Yeah.
He's in bed.
Yeah, I'm laying there.
And you're going to fall asleep right after you're done?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, my God.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my God. I just go, I love it.
He can hardly, he's probably on top of her still.
I fall right asleep like a baby. That is the greatest thing, man, after you bang.
After sex.
What?
Do you even clean up?
Yeah, I clean up.
After sex, I like to sneak off and get, like, a Kit Kat.
Oh.
Me too, but I get an apple. You see, that's the difference in our lifestyle.
I like to get like a waffles. Waffles are the best.
See, like,
where are you gonna get that?
And then you just fall asleep like a baby.
See, like Beth said to me, I said I'm gonna go get an apple. She said most people have like a cigarette afterwards. Or,
yeah, no, I like.
She said you have an apple, and I go, yeah, well, like Artie eats a whole pizza afterwards, and she said, well, that's why Artie looks the way he does.
He would like waffles.
I appreciate as thin as he is for how much he eats.
I'm with you. I'm totally down with that.
Yeah,
all right,
amazing.
Time to play the game.
Yeah, wait. Now that that's over, can we get to the embarrassing confession?
Does your girlfriend know that you have this much porn on your belt?
She does now.
Yeah, you got to tell her to stop listening.
She learns everything from the show.
No. But listen, I thought first of all that bill is $287.
Right.
For the month. That's my cable bill.
Right.
And it just...
100 of it is porn.
100 is extra services, dude.
Right. But, well,
Dude, buy Playboy or something.
My mother... No, yeah, but you see... All right.
You ought to just buy the whole package.
Are you afraid that your mother's listening right now, Artie?
Well, no. My mother knew that the bills were high because she saw...
How could your mother be embarrassed by the fact that you watch porno when you've been in rehab?
Howard,
porno's a nice habit.
No, you're right. I'm setting it up. I'm setting her up for the rest of.
He does a bit in his act about how he made number 2 in his pants while he was on heroin.
Yeah.
So, like, how could that be?
I mean, how do you? So your mom knows you watch porn?
No. Well, the thing is this: is that well, it's still embarrassing to tell her. She knew the bills were high because she saw a check, and I kept telling her, I was ordering Ocean's 11.
That's right. She does the bills.
Why? I mean, why do you have your mommy doing your bills?
No. I do them, but she happened to see one of the checks.
How does your mother get so involved that she sees your checks?
Because she's his decorator and she cooks for him. And she's
she came over to give me sandwiches.
Right. Dude, you're so tied in with that mommy.
What in the world is going on? He's got the mommy. He's got the porn.
Does she come over and make you bed? Be honest.
No, I got a broad who does that.
Yeah, broad. His girlfriend.
I hired a person.
Black girl?
One of them foreigners.
Black girl.
You got a girl?
A Mexican.
A Mexican?
Yeah. Barely speaks English.
Si, senor.
Remember what Artie said, when they're foreign, he doesn't mind just following the whole place.
Yeah.
No. What I said was, you don't, because you won't interact with them on a personal level. She barely speaks English, so I don't care if she sees something about it.
Does use condoms are a universal language?
All right, look, I want to get to the embarrassing confessions. What we've done here is everybody jotted down 2 quick embarrassing confessions. Not necessarily sexual, but just stupid things you think would be embarrassing. And Casey's going to read them. And we'll see if we can guess them. First, Casey will read all the way through them.
All right.
And we won't guess.
All the confessions.
You want me to read all of them?
Oh,
yeah, but remember, randomly.
I know.
Discussed that.
What if we do one at a time and we just guess who it is?
Well, because then it narrows it down later on.
So
who cares?
Yeah.
Well, because...
Hey, I put 2 in there, too. Should I take them out or leave them in?
Leave them in.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah, you'll throw off the mix.
Okay, first one. When I go to the beach, I put makeup over my stretch marks.
Wow.
I know who that
is. That's really embarrassing.
I know who that is.
Hold it a second. Well, how do you know? Because they told you that?
No, but I
know who it is. Yeah.
I mean, you would think it would be a woman, so you know.
No, you don't. There's only one
It's
woman.
Artie?
It's Artie.
Artie. Oh, man.
No. I did that.
That's a good one.
I did that one time.
Hey, dude, no explanation.
I did it one time.
See, mine isn't even that embarrassing.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys. I mean,
that's great.
I did it one time. I told no one. There were broads around.
What happened? He does have stretch marks.
I just gained a lot of weight.
Whatever.
It was right after.
No, he just had a baby.
It was right after.
What kind of makeup did you use?
When I went to rehab the second time, I put on an insane amount of weight. Right. And I had a big gut, and I had stretch marks. I was at the beach at the Jersey Shore. I don't know why I just didn't wear a shirt. But I found, like, one of the chicks that we were down the shore with had that cover-up stuff.
Did you ask her to put it on?
No, I took it out of her bag.
You stole it.
Yeah, but I put it back. I used a lot of it, though. And it was all, like, right here.
It would have been great if she said, oh, my God, my cover-up's missing. Someone stole it, and then accused
I
Artie.
didn't know I used that much cover-up.
So I put makeup all over the...
Did it work?
Melted. I mean, if someone noticed, they were nice enough not to say anything, but it kind of started to melt and everything.
Oh.
And then I went inside and washed it off and put a shirt on. I was on the beach with it for like a half hour.
How are your stretch marks now? Have they like disappeared somewhat?
Yeah, because I'm thinner.
Oh, yeah, there you... Oh, no.
They're there, right?
Yeah, no, they're bad.
Who's that? Like you're looking at the friggin' elephant.
You know, Artie, seriously, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. My wife's got
Great game.
My wife's got 2 kids, and she doesn't have anything that looks like that.
Yeah, okay. I haven't led Jack LaLanne's life. All right?
Pardon me.
Yeah, I think we know that. I think we know I'm no Bruce Jenner.
All right, let's go to the next embarrassing
I love how
confession.
you guys tried to turn and look at me.
Well, I figured that's a girl confession.
Oh, see, it'd be too obvious it was wrong.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Whatever.
Okay.
Jesus, can we get back to the porno film?
This person went #1 in a bottle next to their bed, so they didn't have to get up.
That's not embarrassing.
Come on, who does? I do
That's
that one
stuttering
time.
Does that all the time, right?
John, that's not embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing.
That's John's?
John, you did more embarrassing things
Please.
at lunch the other day.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a
please.
confession, John. Thanks a lot.
Rip off. Spin the wheel of sex.
Yeah. Right? I sometimes cry during TV shows like ER.
Oh, I know that.
Gee, I wish that was Robin.
I know who it is. Howard.
You
I know,
watch
Gary,
ER?
What?
You watch
Wait, go ahead. Who is it?
Gary.
All right.
That's you? Oh, that's right. He loves the
I can't see Howard
Yeah, that's what I'm
crying.
saying. Howard doesn't watch ER.
See, that's a good one.
Anthony Edwards died the other night. It was very sad.
And you cried?
I mean,
Well, I don't like
Really, I had a party.
I don't
real
weep.
tears come out, though.
Hey, I've been
See,
watching the show for 10
my
years.
embarrassing stuff is in line with that.
Isn't or is?
Is.
Yeah, okay.
So you cry at ER.
No, you know what? 10 years I've been watching the show. The guy
Let me ask you
died.
something. Have you ever watched ER and cried and then put makeup over your stretch marks at the same time?
That would be gay.
While ordering the Hot Network?
Go ahead.
Thanks, guys.
Passed out at a wedding as the best man.
No, that's not embarrassing. He passed out at...
Who's that?
It's going to be Fred.
That's very embarrassing. You're in front of a church full of people?
All right, here we go.
I was drunk from the night before.
Whatever.
I've done that twice.
Boy, if Fred would ever admit to something embarrassing.
Was that embarrassing?
Boy, Fred.
It was embarrassing to me.
Hold it. Richard Johnson's on from page 6. He wants to get...
What was that again?
You passed out from being drunk? That's kind of cool.
I didn't find that cool at the moment.
I know.
Very embarrassing.
All right.
Can I call my mother?
Typical Fred.
Ready? Putting makeup on your stretch marks.
I don't have stretch marks.
You guys sucked me into this, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like reading Larry King books.
Ooh.
Oh.
I know.
That's Howard. Is that Howard?
What?
Is that
Howard.
Howard. But
Are you serious?
Yeah, I got. That was my confession. Listen to this. I'm walking around. No, not for material.
You
like
enjoy his books?
I do. I got to tell you something. I never admitted that before, but you know, on my library shelf, you've been to my apartment.
Yeah.
You know, I have books. I got Larry King's book, and I keep it like in my goofy book section.
Right. But
The other day, I'm sitting there on the bowl reading it, and I go, you know what? I got to admit it. I like reading Larry King books.
That's disgusting.
what do you like about him?
I like the anecdotes. I do. It's embarrassing.
That is.
It's very embarrassing.
You know what? It's not so embarrassing for a regular person, but for you,
I like
but
Larry.
he has goofed on those very anecdotes.
I know.
Yeah.
To the point.
Yeah.
Oh, that it's become uncool for anybody.
You know what
to
I'm
read
like?
the book.
I'm like a gay man who gay bashes.
That's
you're
right.
self-hating gay man.
I'm a self-hating gay man.
Absolutely.
Instead of saying I like Larry King's books.
That's not so embarrassing. It's just wrong.
It's wrong.
No, you are the most heterosexual guy I know, but with the gayest habits.
Right. I know.
Honestly.
I know. I like reading
You're a
Larry King's
gay
books.
heterosexual man.
He's got one whole book of like his celebrity interviews and his anecdotes about it. And then I read one about...
You've read more than one.
I read them all.
Hey, Case, is this the one that we knew about?
Yeah, he said it on the air one time.
I never.
No, I thought it was for material. It wasn't like he read
No,
it.
I read it because I like it. I like it.
That's funny. Believe me, that's like a James Caan type move compared to taping Dawson's friggin' Creek.
All right, come on.
Well, you're looking at it in perspective. I really am offended by this.
But I got to know one thing. The column.
As a fan of literature.
And you know what? I want to meet other people who like it, too.
Yeah, well,
I want to start
your own chat
a Larry
room.
King chat room.
Howard, the column. You like it or not?
The column? No. The column I don't care about.
Because that would be really bad.
Column's
Well,
dumb.
the column's gone. So.
The column wasn't written by Larry King. Neither were his books. So whoever writes those, bravo.
Yeah, he should have had the same person writing the column as the books.
Yeah.
All right,
Are you ready?
Well, okay. I admitted something embarrassing.
That's
Wait,
not that embarrassing. It's just wrong because you really bash him.
My next one's even more wrong.
Well, we'll see what that is.
Okay.
It's random, so we don't know that it's the very next one.
Let's see how you do, Princess.
Oh, I'm going to be embarrassed.
All right, let's see.
I cried at a Michael Jackson concert.
Oh, my God.
Who did that?
It's got to be Robin.
No, I wouldn't go to a
Casey.
Michael Jackson
Casey.
concert.
You think I would go to a Michael Jackson concert?
Who would cry at
At a Michael Jackson
Is there somebody that we don't know is playing that? Fred, did you
that
cry?
you,
That's
Fred?
not mine.
Artie?
Artie!
You guys suck at this game. You guys suck at this game.
How did you
passed out as a best man.
Yeah, Fred's
I
totally.
peed in a bottle.
Yeah, John.
Yeah,
No,
John,
in bed,
you suck.
in bed.
I do that twice a day.
John, you suck.
I didn't know.
All right, here, can I just explain myself?
Right.
When were you at a Michael Jackson concert? You were at that thing?
All right. Late 80s.
Was it during She's Out of My Life?
Oh, it was
Late
even the
80s.
late
You're on
80s.
coke.
Late 80s at the Garden. It was a bunch of chicks going that we knew, and we all went. And my father had just fallen, was a quadriplegic in a wheelchair.
Oh.
We happened to be seated.
Oh, yeah, use your father's illness.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
we happened to be seated right next to the handicap section. There were all people in wheelchairs, and he started singing that song, Man in the Mirror.
Oh.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror. And I got a little welled up.
Did you actually have real tears?
And I was
did
crying.
you boo-hoo or?
I believe you're crying at your stretch marks, but not.
And my buddy Danny was like, dude, what's wrong with you? And I go, it's the weed, because we were smoking weed. And I said, oh, the weed is...
affecting my vision.
Yeah, because sometimes, you get like... and I blamed it on the weed, but I had to actually go to the bathroom.
I mean, you couldn't compose
And
yourself.
compose myself.
Really? That broken up?
Well, you must have bummed everyone out who was smoking that
That
night.
is so funny. That is so funny.
All right,
you were not
that's embarrassing.
you were
Go
not-
ahead, next one.
He wasn't even in the running for that one for me.
Next one.
1980 he did it.
This is 88-ish.
Go ahead.
I stabbed myself in the leg with a knife.
Robin.
No.
Casey.
Fred.
That's Casey.
You did that, Casey?
Yeah, I did it. It was funny.
That's not embarrassing, though.
You're an idiot, too.
That's not embarrassing?
You mean you did it on purpose?
Yeah.
Why? How deep did you let the blade go in?
Well, it's probably about like that much. Like this dude.
3/4 of an inch?
Yeah, I guess this dude at a party had a knife, and I was going to fight him. And when I went back like the next day, I was thinking, like, what if this guy stabbed me? So I took the knife and I stabbed my down by my calf with it. It was bleeding. It was great.
Mark of an 89 IQ.
Wait a minute.
Your brain.
That's stupid. It's not embarrassing.
All right, go ahead. It's not embarrassing. You don't even know the premise.
I once pleasured myself with a full Noxzema jar.
I wish that was Fred.
Oh.
That's the kind of thing
Yeah,
I'm looking
that's
for.
a good revelation.
Artie's out, right?
Artie's
that should.
gotten to.
I'm going to say Gary.
Yeah. No?
John?
Yeah, it's got
All right, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one, John.
And you know what? I burned it all. It burned so bad I didn't know.
Oh.
Burn?
It burns. Who knew?
The
Yeah, that
menthol.
Noxzema has that medicated stuff in it.
Because you stick your finger in a Noxzema bottle.
It's cool.
Yeah, it feels like it might be nice.
Yeah, you know what?
You're Mr. American Pie.
I never got into different things.
I couldn't get laid. I need to do something.
How old were you?
Like 14, 15.
Dude, don't feel
'Cause in
bad. I did the same thing with Ben Gay once.
Wait a minute.
Bang gay.
Yeah, dude, it hurt like a best. Like after I finished, I put my underwear back on, and when it keeps the heat in, so it hurt like a bastard.
Well, the guy in American Pie used a pie.
Right. But, John, did you put the Noxzema back on the shelf?
No.
No, I didn't do it to completion. It burned immediately.
John probably ate coleslaw with his fingers.
So you took the Noxzema and put it back. Like when was this one? While you were married, or?
No, I was when I lived with my parents.
So your mom used that Noxzema?
Oh my God!
That's low. Oh, that is low.
Yeah.
So, like, was there a big hole in the middle?
You know what?
Oh, jeez.
You got to watch your kids, man. You know you do.
Yeah, don't use anything.
How old were you?
He said about
14. I couldn't get laid. I was like, it looked like it might feel nice. So I put my finger in it first. And
all right, let's go on to the next embarrassing confession.
that was embarrassing, right?
Yeah. That was good, John. That was.
I have had an accident in my pants as an adult.
Robin, I know that.
Yeah.
That's Robin.
How do you know that?
Because you sometimes laugh real hard and you pee.
No. That wasn't how it... I'm talking about
a duty?
2.
Wasn't that why you were on the air and you tried to run to the bathroom one time?
No. It happened. Actually, it was... I remember the day distinctly because it was the day you did that Channel 5 show with... what's his name? Were you handcuffed him?
Bill Boggs. Oh, my God.
And I had been out in the morning and I promised you that I was going to come and be there when you were doing your thing on the show. So I'm out, and all of a sudden I get deathly ill. I'm in my car on the way to Scofield. And I'm, like, racing to try to get somewhere. It's the car, yes. And I'm wearing a skirt. And so now I've got to go find a place. And I had to go back.
Did it get on your skirt or just in your underpants?
No, it was just... all over in the underpants. In the underpants. And pantyhose.
Oh.
Thank God for pantyhose.
Thank God, or else it would have gotten on your skirt.
Thank God for pantyhose. And I had to walk
Was it a big load?
Oh, it was awful. It was really, it was like...
Oh, my God.
Too bad they didn't have eBay back then.
Well, guess what? I then came to see you.
What did you do? Did you go to a public restroom and then throw it out?
Yeah, and I had to, I used, tons and tons of paper towels.
Picture the stink.
And I took this
picture it. A big wad.
Threw it away. And they're garbage.
You know what's funny about that as I listen to that? Not only can I imagine you doing that, because you're such a lady, but I realized about a week, last week, I had a similar problem. I mean, I was sitting in my apartment, and I pushed out a fart.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just knew something. I was on the phone. I knew something was horribly wrong, because everything just felt like too much. And because I eat a lot of fruit, and then I went right into the bathroom, and my gray Calvin Kleins were covered. They were covered in stuff. And then what I did was I whipped them off, got in the shower, rinsed off.
Well, at least you were at home.
Yeah, thank God. And I took my underpants off, and rather than throw them out, because I love that underpants.
Oh, no.
And Rob's the only one who sees them, so I just went in the sink, scrubbed them with some soap, and then they were wet. I kept them by the tub for about 2 days.
Yeah,
and
you let them dry and throw in the wash.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, I was going to tell you, there was no saving this situation.
No, that sounds bad.
Robin's panties probably look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
I read more embarrassing.
Wait a minute, I got to tell you, because then, I had to clean myself up, and the whole time you're saying, I was like, Howard, you did a great job. I wanted to die, because I was just sick, and this horrible, and I wanted to go take a shower, and I still was there for you.
Well, thank you, Robin, but, you really could have stayed home.
Can I just remind you that I had that same incident here about 3 years ago, remember?
I remember. I've heard that story. But it's different when it's Robin.
Well,
that was a good one.
Yeah, for a guy.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Soupy Sales was a major influence, and I feel bad that I was mean to him.
Oh, get out of here, Howard.
That's embarrassing to me.
Oh, come on, Howard.
Yeah, but we know that for you. How embarrassed you should have been. Please, remember in Washington you revealed to me, in fact, you carried on because he was going to be a guest on the show. I looked at you like you had lost your mind.
I didn't realize you guys are going to go this crazy.
Can I feel...
That's the lamest one.
All right, come on, my Larry King book one was good.
That
wasn't embarrassing, it's just wrong.
I feel raped by this.
That's right, I actually want to curse
like
now.
All right, go ahead.
Because you are just as bad as John.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know you guys were going to go that crazy. Go ahead, yes.
Worse than me.
Oh, your duty one isn't that embarrassing. We've all admitted to dutying our pants.
Please, I never did.
Wow, John masturbated when he was 14.
Wow.
Call 2020.
Exactly. I think my Larry King one is very embarrassing.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm embarrassed. Go ahead, Casey.
I own and sometimes listen to Barry Manilow music.
Oh, I'll tell you who that is.
For Gary.
I'm going to say Fred.
I'm going to say Gary because he looks guilty. All right, who else you got there? Go ahead, read some more.
One time during a foursome, I couldn't get aroused.
Oh, it can't be
Wait
Artie.
a minute. It's not Artie.
It's Casey.
Fred?
Oh, yeah, it's Casey.
It's Casey.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, please. No, you can't get aroused.
We know because you're gay.
Did the other chick turn you off? No, it was the 3 more guys. No, it was like, it was me and this chick, right? And we were on this one part of the couch, and then this other guy and this other chick, and they were getting busy. They were doing it, right? And then, for some reason, I was having problems. It was probably because like 4 in the morning we were drinking.
The reason was because there were 2 girls in the room.
No, but then, like, I got, in a different room. It was all right later.
Yeah, when you and the guy were alone.
You have so much trouble getting aroused.
No, it only happened a couple times. I was in college. Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, go ahead. Next one. I don't want to hear about you. More Artie revelations.
Artie, could you write some more?
I got a million of them.
Lied to an older woman about age to date her.
Oh, Fred, stop it. Stop the madness.
What? That's wrong?
That's not a revelation.
Let us go.
I was 15 years old. She was
why? You lied about your age to get laid.
I got to tell you.
How embarrassing.
Oh, it's so embarrassing, Fred.
It was embarrassing.
You really humiliated yourself. You never revealed one embarrassing thing about yourself in your entire time here.
There's so many things that have been embarrassing to me on the other Rainbow Room, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but we found
that out. Yeah, we found it out. You never revealed it.
But those are embarrassing things. I haven't done a lot of embarrassing things.
You don't realize? Oh, please.
Wait a second.
I've never pooped in my pants.
I have one for Fred, but let me go after Fred to say it.
He's just afraid to admit stuff.
He won't admit anything to us.
No, I want to go ask Fred if it's okay to say on the air.
No, don't. Just say it.
No, say it, because he was supposed to reveal something.
It was so long ago.
Fred's revelations like, one night I didn't brush my teeth when I was drunk.
Ooh, I got drunk.
I mean, he's done tons of embarrassing.
Reading Larry King is embarrassing.
Of course, because I goofed on him for years.
Stop it.
At least it's something.
That's not even embarrassing.
I revealed everything else.
It's a revelation.
The poop is the revelation in the car, but for Larry King.
By the way, in another moment of candor, Fred admits he walked to work today.
See,
halfway.
For those 2 things for you to
How about
say,
like I once put up a dartboard at Howard and threw darts at it?
No, that's Robin.
I was like, Robin stepped on my face.
But I admit it is.
Yeah.
I never did.
Go ahead, Gary. What's your Fred revelation?
I don't know.
Come on, Gary. We need a revelation from Fred.
I don't think it's a long time ago, so I don't think I'll be embarrassed by it.
Wet my bed?
No.
What'd he do?
What did he do?
Fred,
he came on to you?
Fred,
you guys tongue kiss?
There was a period of time, Fred, when I first met you, where I would guess that you hadn't gotten laid in a pretty good stretch of time, correct?
That's not even an unusual guess. That's right on.
Okay. Did you ever...
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Did you ever just... Somebody ever write you a letter who's a listener?
No, that's been done on the air.
It has?
Yeah.
What? Fred got a letter from a listener, and Fred called her and banged her, but sight unseen.
Yeah.
Well, that's at least a revelation.
Yeah, thank you.
But that's been discussed on the air.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
You got a letter from a listener and went and banged her?
I could have sworn.
That was your wife, I thought.
No. That was a different listener.
Oh, that was a dial-a date.
No. It was funny because Fred came back and he was like a different guy. He was like rejuvenated.
He was like Spock.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, what happened to that girl? Is she alive?
Or is that the one you had the shovel
I think
for?
she's still alive, and I just, I got embarrassed by the whole thing. I felt bad because
you used her.
I used her.
Yeah,
and I felt really badly about that.
He did it once, and then he went another time, and then he got embarrassed.
And
he went again.
Oh yeah, twice to the well.
Now there's a revelation.
No kidding. Was she hot?
She was okay looking. Hey, for a letter writer, she was good.
Was it Jennifer Holloway? Jennifer Holloway.
Did you write this song?
Jennifer Holloway. Yeah, Fred wrote that song after he banged her.
I got banged by Fred.
Jennifer Holloway. Jennifer Holloway. Jennifer Holloway. Here's that friggin' song. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
We should have given a cash prize for the most embarrassing, so then everybody would really...
Get out.
Son of a bitch.
You can't execute me. I'm retarded.
I can kill you. You can't kill me.
All right, forget it. All right, read the rest of them, Casey. Go ahead. I was looking for the Jennifer Holloway song.
What happened to it?
Close the bit when you don't... Oh, there it is.
Sorry. Las Vegas.
Oh, no Jennifer Holloway?
Las Vegas.
I go Jennifer Holloway, and then you find that segment. Oh.
Is that Jennifer?
That was Jennifer.
Where's the remix?
Yeah, that's nice. Ooh. Wow.
Not one Jennifer Holloway reference. Not one friggin' Jennifer Holloway reference.
You still can't put the needle down in the bad place.
I got one more. Ready?
Yep.
I like to finish furniture. It's my new hobby. I've been spotted at craft stores.
Robin. Oh, please. And you, please.
I can't. My head's going to explode from that.
Artie, I gotta say, Artie really gave of himself today. I have to say.
He did. Artie took one.
I'm embarrassed about that.
Can I just...
You didn't know that.
This is like when we told Billy West we were going to all take pictures of our nut sacks. We said, Billy, we're all going to take pictures of our nut sacks, and on the air we're going to try and guess whose is who. I said, why don't you go first? He took a picture of his nut sack, and no one else did it. I still got that picture. I got it in the Polaroid. Yeah.
I got one more.
Yeah.
Last one. I organize my clothes by season and type.
Let me think. Well, it's not Gary.
Can't be Artie.
I'm leaving.
Can't be Artie. Can't be Fred.
Is that Gary's second?
It ain't me. I done
Gary's obsessive compulsive like that.
KC, right?
Did you?
Yeah, it's Gary.
By season and what?
And color?
And he crosses
The
one
Hampton
out.
Buoy and Boss Buoy. And
You know, for all that work, man, you still look like hell.
I know I have crappy clothes, but I'm still like crazy about them. So, for instance, there's clothes that are long sleeve shirts that I only wear in the winter, and they go on one side of the closet.
You won't wear a long sleeve shirt in the summer?
It's too hot. No, I try not to wear long sleeve shirts in the summer. And then the pants are all hung on things.
Okay, I just...
Artie, you were raped.
I don't think...
You were raped.
All right, we'll take it back right after these words. I got to take a break.